Hi everyone, welcome back to City Skylines. We've been expanding our city a little bit more and we are just 1,000 people away from the last milestone, Megalopolis. In the meantime, we did get rid of the high-rise ban. As you can see, we have tons of high-rises and they have been getting us our population up without having to really add any more. Well, I did finish the area we started. Where was it? I think it was, yeah, it was Foxborough. We finished this area over here. Looks like we're just waiting for people to be educated so that we can get these buildings to upgrade. But I think very shortly we will reach our 75,000. Of course, I've been building as many more landmarks as we could that seem reasonable. So I built the tax office. We just needed to place down another water treatment facility to just let us place it, and then we bulldozed it because we, of course, want these eco outlet ones. They're a lot better for our environment. And we also, at long last, we built a furniture factory that we can start exporting more luxury goods, and it's actually been making us quite a bit of money. And what we've also done here is, as you know, we were losing a ton of money in the last time, and so what I did is that was mostly due to the policies that I had enacted, and the biggest one was the smoke detector distribution. So I got rid of that one, and we still have lightning rods, of course, but I made sure that we have fire stations pretty much everywhere around the city, and around here near this man-made lake. It was flooding a little too much, so I had to turn it off, but now it's kind of underwater, so you know. But we've got this fire helicopter depot nearby, so that if there is any fires, we can at least fly there, so it won't be as problematic. We'll still be able to survive. And I believe our university's actually been doing pretty well. Yeah, we have tons of students now. So basically our university, as long as it breaks even, that's good enough for me. But it's actually making us money, so that's even better. But our city is honestly looking really good with the skyscrapers, because I thought our traffic problem would actually get worse, but it's actually been staying about where it was before. So we still have pretty good traffic for this size city, I think. And people start using our public transport. It fluctuates every once in a while, how many people use the train. I would always keep an eye on the trains, because you can see this is our biggest one. This is the most popular train line, and as you can see, it's actually in Foxborough over here because of the concert zone, which we are hoping that soon enough. This popularity has been going down an insane amount. Jeez. We placed a media broadcast building, which will also hopefully increase the effectiveness of our ad campaign, although our results have yet to produce anything. So let's see here. To unlock the next time. So our next unlock conditions are we have to play 18 concerts, so we just gotta wait on that one until like the 2040s, 2045 at least, and probably later. And our band popularity has to be, we have to have a band that's at least 85 popularity, and that's what I've been trying to work on and not succeeding at doing, so that one's we're probably just gonna have to wait on. What else around the city? We added another power plant because well, we needed more of those. We also adjusted our budget sheet as well, so some of our services we decreased their value, but we want to keep these ones high because we want to make sure that our city attractiveness is still very good, and it's at 78%, which is, it's all right. All right, everyone, at long last, we have reached a megalopolis, which means we have 75,000 people. Well, I guess we have just one over, so I guess you could count me being the mayor. So we have me and 75,000 people, which means we've unlocked monuments. We only have one monument available to us, which is the Castle of Lord Turpwick. But we're going to find a place for that because it's going to be my castle. I guess we could place it on this island here, but it's kind of... that wouldn't work. All right, well, you know, let's put it somewhere nice. Maybe with a good view of the city. So, you know, the high-rises have keep developing. One policy I did put in place to try to help the buildings have a higher land value was the high-tech housing. Slightly increased land value. For most of these buildings, though, we're kind of just waiting for people to be educated in them. So, oh, okay, so these buildings are all good. But buildings like that, that's what we're kind of waiting for. So like these buildings over in Foxborough. But now we no longer have to worry about population milestones. So let's find a place for this castle. We don't have to place it right in Phoenix Heights, but I feel like we should. We could also always just build another settlement area. Let's actually buy our new piece of land so we can finally have our nice completed grid. City limits are officially expanded for the last time. And our city has never been looking better. We could also, like I said, we could build more down here, but I don't really want to do that. I think our city's pretty good as is. So like I said, let's get this castle down. I think it would look... Alright, so we've set up a little spot for our castle. We took this island over, I decided. So, of course, we had to bulldoze the little peace sign, but it's alright. It served us for well enough. So we put our castle right next to our sea fortress. I thought that would make sense. But we also wanted to put I put some wind turbines on here, because I really wanted to get rid of the power line just, running along this length of the bridge. It really didn't look good. But I think this is, if you're like driving up on this would look pretty nice. I love the dirt paths and the dirt roads in this game because I just think they add a lot more character than, if you you got to change it up every once in a while. You got to have some dirt roads in there. So like for, our service area, where was it? Over here where all our, electrical stuff is. We have dirt roads, and then I think so in our logging area we have dirt roads too. I did start replacing them though with industrial roads, which also look really I like that they look rough and beat up, so they have some character to them as well. But they are a little bit better than the dirt roads, so worth it for our industrial area. As you can see, we have a lot less money, and that's because we built this, of course. That was 1.9 million. That's a lot of money, but it's okay. We saved it up. I wonder what how much the other monuments cost. They're probably just as expensive as well. Yeah, they're pretty up there in price. Not cheap. Let's see how many tourists we actually got coming in now. So it's just still about 1,200. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm happy with that number as long as we can keep. Oh, that's something we should do. What I just thought of. Now, since we have so much money coming in, and realistically, we'll never need 57K coming in to be fine. We're not going to make this universal education, sorry. But we're going to increase the number of coaches that we have so that we can hopefully win more of our matches here. We can also subsidize youth, but that costs 9,000 per week per stadium. So we're probably going to keep passing on that one. That would be kind of expensive. But at least the coaches will give us a better chance of winning. We can also increase the number of academic staff we have. We'll give them funding for hospitality, I guess. Wow. We've made a lot of academic works in our time here. Yeah, I don't know if we need to give them that many. How about just 6? Yeah, 16 sounds good. Of course, we still get money from our stadiums and stuff. And I always really think it's funny that when people, die at a baseball stadium, because one, I don't think that would as in of old age, okay? Someone dying of old age in a baseball stadium, that would be crazy. It would be on the internet, it would be on the news, for sure. But here it just happens every day. Someone dies at the stadium here or something like that. And I think for one of the requirements for the space elevator is to build the stadium, which is one of the unlocks here. It's this one here. And so I did place it down earlier, and then I took a good look at it and realized it doesn't look very good. So I just got rid of it. I think it was added before they added I don't know if it was before they added the soccer stadium, but it was definitely before they added the other stadiums here. So it doesn't have the same effect. It also doesn't hold any sports, here at least we can watch games as they go on, or at least some amount of engagement, but not with the stadium. So we're just gonna leave that one off. I was hoping that there was something else we could look into maybe investing in. I think it was the ultimate recycling plant. Okay, and something we could also do is, now that our city is actually complete, is turn on disasters and see what happens. So I'm going to save the game here, actually. So I saved I saved an alternate version where we had high rises because I wasn't sure how they'd work out, but they actually worked out pretty well. So that's all fine and dandy. So we'll go to options here, and we'll go to let's see here, gameplay. Yep, that's it. And use random disasters, which will also turn on fire spread. Also something I don't like in Minecraft as well, because I always build flags and they're made entirely out of wool with a wooden post, so they are basically a sitting duck. And in this game in particular, if you are like me and you love your nice foresty area, you are going to have a huge problem with forest fires, and you're going to want to place around a lot of these. We're just going to see what happens. So we're just going to place down the basic disaster response unit. Where should we place that in the city? I think originally I had it planned for like over here, because, you know, like of the way it's able to access everything in the city. But I think I could maybe make it work somewhere else. Well, I guess we could just place it around anywhere. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's here. But let's also place down the. Okay, I think there was. Yeah. Okay. So I did do this before, like play around with how this would work. So okay. So that radio mast there is going to cover basically all of our city. If we just place one more. So yeah, let's place one like right here. I don't know. That looks fine. Right by the. Right by our city hall, there's a radio tower, and hopefully this air balloon won't go right through it. Oh, that was another thing I put in hot air balloon tours. I put down a lot of different destination sites, hoping some of them would stick. And I mean, our city is very attractive for tourists, so I think we succeeded in that. But the one other thing we wanted to do, let's make it so that can turn that disaster frequency up, so hopefully we can see one before the end. Okay, let's just let the game keep running. Hopefully it's like a tornado or something. Those are the more fun ones. But we need to at least place down a weather radar. That'll at least give us some idea of what might happen. Okay, and tsunami warning buoys. I would be shocked if a tsunami happened. There could always be floods, but a tsunami, I would not expect. I know this game is sometimes it's a little Sometimes there's a tsunami even though that you're not near an ocean, but you know, it is what it is. So this will also cover our this is an earthquake sensor. It'll cover for earthquakes and sinkholes. They're very small, and I also think they look kind of cool so if you place them next to a power line, they kind of look like a power station. So, if you place them close enough, they look good, right? They look like those I don't know what they're called, like a transformer station or something like that. So, they don't look super out of place. We probably didn't need to place one that close to the edge of our city either, but hopefully it'll be all right. And okay, let's get this disaster response unit down, so we know that it'll hopefully that'll be all right. But we need a spot for it. Okay, how about just over here? That seems like a pretty good space, right off the park, closer to the city center, but not too close. And we'll place there's an air base. We won't need that. Oh, and it's too close to water. Alrighty. Well, we could also do this, and hopefully that'll work. Yes, it will. There's our disaster response unit. And I think right next to it, I'm also going to place a large emergency shelter. And I would say that pretty much covers most of the disaster kind of related things that we'd want to cover for our city. I suppose the only other thing we'd want to do is definitely place down some of these fire watch towers, especially over here in our nature reserve. I couldn't remember what it was called. I don't know if these actually cover outside of your city as well. If they do, that would be great, because remember, those, even if forest fires don't happen, like don't start in your city, they can continue to spread outside, and you might just, you know, see on the outside a giant burnt wilderness. But I guess you just gotta deal with it. Okay. So we'll place a, yeah, you really gotta spread these around. They have a good range, but thankfully they don't need power, so we can just, you know, splash them around and they'll do their job. And hopefully we won't have to deal with any major forest fires. And just that one should be good. Now maybe one more over here. One here. Alright, I think that's alright, I think that should be good enough. I think that gives us pretty good coverage. They really don't cost anything. What do they cost? 96 a week. That's not going to cost you anything. Just for some extra precautions. We can also place down the deep, where is it? Oh yeah, back in the same tab. So this is all your disaster stuff you'll need. Let's make sure we have total radio coverage. Oh yes, every part of our city has radio coverage, is what I would have said. So it looks like we just need a few more. Oh, it's because of the, yeah, we want one close by. We want to make sure our entire city is covered if we can, that we can reduce the risk of people dying in the disaster areas. But so far we have yet to have a disaster. Let's also turn on day-night settings.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and comment. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when new content comes out. I'm Wolflocks, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.